on Sunday, the World Cup, right, between Argentina and Spain. And I want to argue to you today that this is actually a major geopolitical event. And what happens in the game is going to tell us a lot about the current state of the world. So, right now on poly market, Spain is favored to win because if you just looked at their performance this World Cup, clearly Spain has a superior team to Argentina. In fact, poly market has Spain winning at the odds of Spain winning are about 59%, which is very, very high, uh, considering this is the World Cup final. I think that there's a lot of people who are upset at how unfair this World Cup has been. So if you compared Argentina's matches in 2022 versus this year, it's not in day. So to get to the finals, they had to defeat the Netherlands and Croatia. And in this year's matchup, they had to defeat Egypt and Switzerland and England. And whereas Spain had to defeat Portugal, Belgium, and France. So it seems Argentina has the much easier bracket. Also, a lot of people felt that the officials were siding with Argentina on many important decisions. So the big question for us is, why would this matter geopolitically? Well, one important thing to remember is that Spain has been one of the most persistent critics of Israel these past 2 years. And Argentina has been one of the most persistent advocates and supporters of Israel these past 2 years. The Spanish government famously has a bad relationship with Israel. The Argentina government under Javier Milei famously has a very strong relationship with the government of Israel. Netanyahu, being Netanyahu, 7 hours ago, threatened Spain. And he said that, well, they might experience sudden power outages and train accidents could happen. And this is a direct threat to the fact that Spain has been a very vocal critic of Israel these past 2 years. Messi is very, very close with the Israeli government. So this is him in the Western Wall. And this is actually a very good article by Mint Press News. Alan McLeod is the journalist. This was published a couple days ago. But basically, he shows us that Messi has had a very long and very strong relationship with Israel. So he writes that Lionel Messi, he, of course, is the most famous football star in the world, and therefore you would think that he'd be very careful as to who he associates with. But that is why many were surprised when, in 2020, he announced a partnership with Orcam, a relatively small Israeli AI firm that makes wearable artificial devices similar to Google Glass. Orcam markets itself as helping visually impaired people live more fulfilling lives. Messi became its global brand ambassador in the face of the company. So this is a huge coup d'etat for this very small company. How were they able to afford such a prestigious brand ambassador as Messi? Well, it turns out this company is an outgrowth of the Israeli national security state, like many of these tech companies. It's called Unit 820, 8200. The article goes on and says that Messi has always had a very strong relationship with Israel. In fact, what we know is that in his 2017 wedding, and this was when he was 30 years old, the Israelis provided security for the wedding. And now his security is handled by an elite force of former Israeli agents who plan his every move, especially internationally. Okay, so Messi is very, very close with Argentina, and this is important because la um a month and a half ago, on May 30th, I wrote about how Peter Thiel was making moves on Argentina, and Argentina may become a resource colony of Israel in the future. And so it is very important to for Israel to control the political landscape of Argentina. So if I'm Israel, and the thing about the Israelis is they think very long term. I want someone like Messi to become president of Argentina, in which case, whatever he does, the Argentine people will agree with. So I think that's what's happening. I think like Messi is being set up to be the next president of Argentina after Milei retires in maybe 5 years' time. And Messi will probably be there for the next 20 to 40 years doing the bidding of the Zionists as well as transnational capital. So this is a very important World Cup because if in fact Argentina wins and Messi wins the MVP, the Golden Boot Award, and if it is won in dramatic fashion, meaning Messi scores the winning goal, and he is essentially a all-conquering champion. He's like Achilles in football. Then the people of Argentina will feel tremendous pride, and they will feel a tremendous sense of gratitude to him. And this, they will essentially vote to make him king of Argentina. So this is a very, very important match to watch.